Hi, Facebook Live. I hope everybody's having a great day today. It's your girl, Tiffany Settle, coming to you live from the DC metro area. Listen, I'm on a little earlier today because I just finished a training call and a conference call with one of my clients and their team. And I thought it was relevant information that I could share with everyone that is watching. And my employers, my MLM marketers, my employees in those 9-to-5s, I think this is something you can really benefit from. So my training today with this team, before I forget, when you hop on, go ahead and drop in the comment section below where you're coming from so I can give you a shout out. And don't mind me a little bit. I've been running this morning. I volunteered at the kids' school. It's book fair week, so it's helping fill orders. So I'm going to be eating while I talk through this. But I just finished a training with one of my clients, dental clients, and I thought this was such relevant information that I wanted to share it with everybody that's out there, because so often in those 9-to-5, like our day jobs, right? We go to school, we get an education, we get a job, right? And then you're in that job and you've got to function in that job. And at a certain point, there comes a time where you want more money. And you probably deserve more money. So, hey guys, drop in the comment section where you're coming from below so I can give you a shout out. So the conversation that I had with this team today just really blew my mind with the audacity, I would say, that people have with not so much other people's money, but the expectation that they are owed more money just for time served, if you will. It just kind of was beyond me. So kind of had to humble everybody a little bit, and we had to have a real honest conversation, because once we got past, my expectation of them within the environment that they're working, we had some serious conversations on what they're feeling within their job description, what they're feeling within their day-to-day assignment, the support that they're getting, not getting. And, I had one of the girls there told me, listen, I have been with this guy for 19 years and I feel like I deserve a raise. And I said, okay, I hear you. 19 years is dedication. That's definitely loyalty. Obviously, you've been here for a few reasons. You've got job security. You've got benefits that are being provided for you. You have, flexible spending account. You've got flexibility within your schedule. And that they work with you and your family responsibilities and obligations. That's a great employer. And that's somebody that is willing to work with you and has been invested in you because you've been invested in them. And I told her, in today's market, what you have to really understand is the employer is paying so much in taxes, employee benefits, all of those other specialty things that we as employees seek from an employer. Somebody's got to pay for that. And the employer, especially if they're in small business, is carrying a huge burden. And so understanding that just because you put in time with someone does not automatically mean you will get, a raise or a bonus or something. So I had to really go back and kind of bring her down and ask her these questions. What have you done in this last year to move this practice forward? What have you done for yourself that has made you a more productive asset to this company? What have you done to show your growth and your worth within this practice that validates a raise in your salary? These are questions that so often I think employees that are in a 9-to-5 job forget to ask themselves, because they feel that it's the sole responsibility of the employer to provide full training and comprehensive training, and not that there's no accountability or responsibility within the individual, within themselves. And for me, I never operated that way, because I was always taught personal development is how you grow. Personal development is where you are going to be more presentable than the next person that may be sitting right next to me, that may have better qualifications on paper, but they don't have that practical experience and that application to actually get the job done. And so I say that to say that most employers, with all the other burdens that they're carrying, don't have a huge budget for outside training, for staff development. They may have a little continuing education courses, maybe some staff seminars around the country that they can do, but they are also seeking to you as a part of their team to take the initiative and educate yourself and be able to bring something to the table that's going to grow the business together and cohesively, right? When we grow, everybody wins. And that's what I think most small businesses are coming from when they are looking at growth, is a team that's going to ride with them for the long haul. You will always be taken care of. Listen, my father's been in practice for like 30 years almost, and he's had his staff well over 20 years, and they are all faithful watchers and will be the first ones to tell you that it was hard when they left. They either got married or moved to different cities, and their times in their lives have changed, but they were 17 years, 20 years, 22 years, 18 years. I mean, the longevity and the ability to maintain staff and keep them on your team is what you want. They also were constantly developing themselves and learning more themselves and trying to find new ways to improve and grow the practice. And so you can't do anything but respect that, because when they bring more value to me as the owner, I have more wealth that I can distribute to my team. And so for those of you that are in a 9-to-5 position and maybe frustrated because you've been here for a year or 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, or you've been able to show that, or you've been able to do the work or carry on that extra load that your employer is asking, and you feel that you deserve more money. You probably do. You really probably do. But you haven't found a way to articulate and package what you have been able to accomplish to that owner or to your boss. And so what I encourage you to do is document your journey, document your tasks, all of your duties that you're doing, anything new that you've implemented within your job performance or description, and present that when you go and ask for your raise. Listen, Mr. Boss Man, I've been with you for the last 2 years. In the last 2 years, your customer base was at maybe 30% retention. Over the last year, 2 years, I've been able to implement this program, and we've seen a patient increase or a customer increase of about 50%. Whatever it may be, you can show your boss or your employer what it is that you have brought to the table, and then attach that dollar amount to that. Numbers don't lie. They don't lie. And when you can show what you're doing and you've got a track record of what you're doing, it makes it a whole lot harder for that employer to say, well, you know what? I'm not going to give her $1 or $2, $3, whatever it is, or find a way to incentivize you with that monetary need that you may have. So my 9-to-5ers, I'm telling you, if you're looking for that, you've got to be proactive in getting your information together and making sure that you're presenting your case as best as you possibly can. Now, on the other side, you also have to realize that there is an economic change in this world. So as a businesswoman, I encourage you to constantly be seeking multiple streams of revenue, because no one is guaranteed anything, especially in those 9-to-5s. You don't know if it's going to go out of business. You have no idea, if they're going to retire soon, if they're going to get bought out, if the company is going to get sold. A million different things can happen. So you have to be prepared as an individual for what your backup plan is if you are stuck maybe to that 9-to-5. And I encourage you now to take the steps to educate yourself and maybe learn a trade or a new skill set while you have that 9-to-5. So maybe in the event, if something does happen down the road, you're prepared. So I just wanted to reach out to you guys today because that conversation just kind of blew my mind, and it's, I wanted to share. So I'm hoping that helps somebody. If it did, please tag somebody in the video, share away if you want, but don't go prepared, y'all. Don't show up and say, you owe me this, and you can't show them nothing. put your best foot forward, put it all out there, let them know what you bring to the table. So that way it's easy to go and get that money. It's easy to go and ask for that raise. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this beautiful Wednesday. It's gorgeous outside here in Maryland. I'm in Maryland right now, but it's cold. Ooh, buddy, it is cold. That frost was out this morning. Oh, it's like 30 degrees. I think the snow is coming soon. So anyways, I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I will talk to you later.